Andrew McCart, IFLTV, delighted for the first time, and no doubt the first of many, Charlie Senior. How are you, sir?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm very, very well. Well, you're making, I was going to say your second pro debut, but you only get one pro debut. Your second fight this Saturday night here in Manchester. But before we talk about that, I want to talk a little bit about yourself. Now, you are British. You were born here, but you moved to Australia when you were a kid. Bronze medalist in the Olympics for the Australian national team. Just break that down to me, a little bit your history and your amateur background.
I think, so I was born in Bradford. I moved to Australia when I was about 2 to the West Australia, but where I live in West Australia, everyone's from England and up north, so it's like just a little Britain really. I started boxing when I was 11, and I won a few junior titles, youth titles, stuff like that. I went to Tokyo qualifiers for the Tokyo Olympics, unfortunately missed out on that, and made it my goal not to miss out on the next one. And push comes to shove, further down the line, qualify for Paris and win a bronze medal in the Paris Olympics.
Brilliant, that's no mean feat, winning an Olympic medal. Whether it be bronze, silver or gold, you can't complain, definitely not. Now, you mentioned Australia have been a little England, you definitely haven't lost your accent. You've got the Aussie accent.
Yeah, it's still pretty, it's not bad, it's not crazy Bradford strong, but it's a little bit.
Yeah, that's good to hear. Now listen, you're here in the UK, you're fighting on Saturday night on a good card. Now, featherweight I believe? Featherweight, you look like a big featherweight.
Decent size.
Yeah. Listen, your second pro fight, like I said, but going back to your debut, what obviously coming out the amateur scene, you had an extensive amateur career. Now, what was the big differences from that amateur scene to that pro debut?
I think I just got definitely the difference in the fight. I got more time to think, more time to settle down, but still just easing into it. I think being on them big stages in the amateurs, crowds and that still don't bother me. I'm used to it to that extent, but I think it is just more the time and like the cameras.
Small gloves.
Yeah, the smaller gloves definitely, like whether they can punch or not, you still feel the shot. So it's definitely different, but I like it. It's good.
Well, what's the goals for you? Like I say, the featherweight division in the UK domestically and even international right now is a dangerous division to be in. I mean, we've got Zach Miller defending his Commonwealth title. We've got Nelson Birchall, who's a featherweight, who's 9-0. Good fighters, and maybe 2-3 years down the line, fighters that you might face. So, being at that featherweight division, like I said, it's a dangerous division to be in. So, for you, what's your sort of immediate goals right now?
Immediate goals for me is just get the fights in, get the work in, and like, I know I can perform at top level. Like everyone says, amateurs is different, and of course it is. It's a different ball game, but I can transfer my skills, my work rate, my timing over from the amateurs to the pros, and like if I'm doing it to do it properly. So no doubt I'm aiming for the top, and that's really it.
Somebody told me that you want to win that British title. That British title for you it means a lot, and I just want to have you give me your reason as to why that British title and why you want to win that so badly.
I think for me it's obviously I grew up in Australia, so is he British, is he not, where does he fit in? To me, I win the British title, great. I think it's a big achievement for my British background, and it's an achievement in British boxing as well, let alone, so it'll put me on the right path as well as being able to achieve and be proud of that title.
Definitely, and that is probably, I'm not being biased, but it's probably the best looking belt in the whole of boxing.
Cool.
The Ring Magazine's a close second, but I think the British title is the best looking belt. Now, obviously, your second pro fight on Saturday. What can we expect from you? What can the fans on DAZN expect from yourself?
I go out to put on a show every time, whether I look good boxing or I get a stoppage. That all just depends on how the fight plays out. But every time I go out, I want the crowd to enjoy it, so it'll be a good performance regardless.
I always ask this with young amateurs, and especially amateurs that have had a very, very extensive amateur career, won that Olympic medal, because like I said, it's a tough medal to win for any young fighter. It's a very, very tough medal to win. You've got one. So with your amateur background and the pedigree that you bring to the pro game already, you've probably sparred and you've fought all these different styles. How far can this man here push you and your team? How far can they push you? Can you get pushed quicker than most, let's say?
I think I could definitely be pushed quicker, but that's up to me as well to prove it. and I know that with the right team that I've got, coaches, management, like everyone behind the scenes, I can be pushed and I can make top level, world level, like there's no doubt. And everyone will say that, but if you don't believe it, then it's not going to happen. And like, I believe I can do it, and know I can do it, so it's just a matter of time.
Definitely, and like I say, again, I'm getting ahead of myself, way too ahead of myself. But when I look at that featherweight division as a boxing fan, not just a guy with a mic and a camera, I look at that featherweight division. I look at Nick Balls, I look at the Nathaniel Collinses, the Stevie Fultons. I think that's a tasty division. I really like the look of the featherweight division, and then Inouye, who knows? Inouye looks like he might be creeping up to this division tail end of the year, or maybe into 2026. So that just makes the division even more exciting. When I rattle off all these names to you, it excites me.
Yeah.
But as a fighter in the division, how much does it excite you?
Oh, it's great. Like, as a boxer, you want to fight the best all the time. I think, obviously, you have your fights, and sometimes it might not be what you expected, but I go into a fight wanting to fight the best all the time. So all these names like the Nick Balls, Inouye and Stephen Fulton, like everyone, all of these people that are up there, like they're obviously their goals for someone who's in the division and someone who's wanting to work their way to the top. It is a tough division, and it's an exciting division.
Like I say, you look big for the weight as well, which is quite good. Which, one final one for me before I let you go and enjoy the rest of your day. I'm looking forward to seeing you fight on Saturday. Like I said to you, the fans are going to be there. The Manchester crowd always come and they make a lot of noise. What can we all expect from you?
Sure, a performance. I always go out to look good and make the fight as exciting as it can be. So I reckon it's going to be a good fight, and everyone will enjoy it regardless.
I'm looking forward to it. Charlie, thank you so much,
you.
man. And like I say, get used to this because it's the first of many. Thank you, brother. Thank you.